Welcome back, everybody, once again to Shadowlands Genesis. I am TJ the Obscure, and that is my floating dog. Something I didn't really think about is that because I'm the one who tamed him, he's going to want to teleport to me everywhere we go. He's going to be right here by my side, above my side, I guess. Let's go put you on your fence post, shall we? So this little bit was supposed to explain the jump boost. Basically, if you read this guy's book here, I think he gives you a little bit of background maybe about the city or something. But he also mentions not to let his dog loose because he's afraid his dog might float away with the lower gravity that they have here. And whenever you do let him off, he'll float up. And I don't know if he just keeps on floating or what. I'm sure that you can spawn a... No, I'd have to keep it as a wolf, right? I don't know if you can spawn a tamed dog. I mean, I guess I could have just leashed the wolf here, right? Whatever. By the way, in between episodes, I took the time to kind of sort my inventory a little bit. A little bit. Not very much. And I don't think we went all the way up here, right? Hello, Mr. Zombie. I definitely would like some more of your flesh, please. We got an iron sword now. Fantabulous. And that's why I decided not to make the sharpness smite sword, or to repair that one. A little bit of steak and an unbreaking shield, which we will gladly take. So this is the city, and I don't do a whole lot of building or anything. And originally I wasn't even going to have anything down here. It was all going to be the stuff up top. I'm tempted to just take out the spawner because I'm not sure if we're going to need that much coal. But whatever. But then I was like, no, I need a space for the player to come. And especially I was going to have the mob drops. And I was like, oh, I'll do villager traders. And it just turned into this little kind of city, and then it ended up kind of fitting into the lore as well. And basically what I did here is I made different models of buildings, and again, I don't know, these don't look very steampunky, I guess, right? Look at this, it's just a floating house. But I probably should have done something more with that here. I guess it kind of looks like it's like coming off of its foundation, right? Right, yeah, sure, we'll go with that. But I guess they kind of look a little more futuristic. They're very blocky. But I didn't want anything too fancy because originally it was just going to be a little bit down here that the player would only view from a distance. To kind of give it a little bit more texture down here at the bottom, a little bit of color as well. And to really make it look like a mass of ruins, like a city that had basically, been buried up under a bunch of rubble is what I was going for. But I don't know, I think it's kind of cute. And we do have shops here that we can buy things from. So there's a little bakery. I'm going to go ahead and steal your bread there, guy, and eat some more of your cake. Oops. Oh, let's get rid of the zombies. It's not entirely safe. It's close to it, though. I think they might be spawning... Actually, I don't know where they're spawning from. You get access to tree, to water as well. We have a guy who sells tools. Now, every trader has basic trades for mob drops, and then they also have special trades for gold that you can get. There's a weaponsmith. And you know what? I think I was going to read this one lore book. Just to kind of give you guys a sense of what it's like. So each book is kind of told from the perspective of a different survivor, or a different person who's present here on this floating island, whatever you want to call it. They asked me what we should name it, and I said I didn't know. I asked them what they wanted the name to represent, and they said they wanted it to be a monument to those who had died. So I suggested Monument City, since I've never been one for symbolism or for prettying up ourselves just for the sake of looking good. Speaking of looking good, boy, is this place ugly. Those walkways up above remind me of a bad copy-paste job from that game we used to play before all this happened. What was that game? The one with the blocks. I miss you, little guy. One day we was just playing, just you and me, the sun shining above our heads, no worry in sight. Then darkness, silence. I wish I could hear your laughter again. Nothing here is familiar, yet it kinda is at the same time. Those folks who come down from up above look like us, but a little off. The same for the way they speak. I can make out some words, but others just don't sound right. They say they want to help us, that they don't know what happened. Just like us, but I don't know. I don't trust them. Still, I do my best to keep moving forward. We've already lost a few survivors since we first got settled, but your mama says we gotta stay strong and help each other out. At least that's what she tells me when I pray to her every night. Stay strong, she says, so I do. I think I'm gonna open up a shop. Making things helps keep my mind off what happened. And I know a few people who could use a good weapon or two. That's told from the perspective of the weaponsmith. Honestly, whenever I wrote that, I started, shed a couple tears. But this guy sells some cool freaking swords, man. So not really. I mean, they're not that amazing. Although somebody pointed out that there's something totally off with the axe. It's very, very powerful because of the attack speed buff on it, which is something that I hadn't really considered. Balancing weapons is something that I haven't done a lot. I know swords pretty well. This is a pretty dang good sword. But this axe is just like it's super fast and super strong, so you can just mow through mobs. Alright, we do have some chainmail gear. I could start purchasing, if I'm going to purchase anything that's going to be armor, this stuff, or there's an alchemy shop. We can buy potions. There's a really powerful potion that you can buy for gold. Up above the tool shop here, though, is it up here? No. Kind of forgot what I was looking for now. Oh, there's enchanting. There's like a general goods store for like torches and stuff. What do you say? I kind of forgot what you say. Howdy, stranger. I don't see many new faces around here. In fact, you're the first new person I've seen since it all happened. Who are you? Where did you come from? Why are you here? Wait, never mind about that. Do you have any gold? I need gold for some items I've been wanting to make. Items that may help us get out of here, or at least survive. I imagine the other merchants may be looking for gold. So he just explains what the gold is and why you should be hanging on to it. And he will sell you a notch apple for 2 gold. I know that there's at least 11 gold on the map. So you can buy most of the items from the shops using the gold. If you want. I'm kind of wasting my food here, but whatever. This is a teleporter. It takes you back to the main island. This one doesn't have any fancy sound effects. We're going to get the gold pickaxe here. And then you dig out, and it takes you here. There's no real reason to come back here unless you set up a base of some kind. Again, a lot of the teleporting was set up when the layout of the map was going to be a little different. And up here is the monument. Which I guess we can go ahead and place the very first objective. Yes. Should be in our ender chest, I think. White wool. Let's do something like that, because we're going to need those spider eyes. Boom. Some fireworks. This basically explains that when they first showed up, there was a sign on here that said something like trans-dimensional warp. The device seems to be broken, but they think that if we repair it, it might be able to fix whatever happened here. So there's kind of this idea that if you complete the monument, you're gonna kind of repair what happened to the world. Although, is that really what happens? Dun dun dun. I don't know what happens. I haven't really thought beyond that part. Let's see, this is just stuff that I put up. And yeah, there's also some hidden stuff. So if you come back here through the alleyway, we have this guy, if you give him a gold block, he will give you the super secret bonus bucket, which is just an incredibly powerful item. Plus 10 knockback resistance, because you really need that. Plus 1 is like 100% knockback resistance. Plus 5 attack speed, plus 75%. It's supposed to be just a kind of game-breaking item, kind of a gag item, bit of an Easter egg, given my love of water buckets. Also, whenever I first added this, there was going to be no way to get iron in the map besides like farming zombies. So it was going to be one of the few ways to get an actual water bucket. Although I did end up adding iron to a later area. But then if you keep coming back here, there is this spawner. I'm just going to switch back and give this guy a little more room to spawn here, I think. Maybe. Perhaps. There we go. So this is an unemployed bad guy. And he actually drops it's a poisonous potato, and it gives you like 20 attack damage, but then it takes your health down to like 2. So again, another kind of gag item for the player to collect. I like the idea of collecting things. You know, I was always very much a collector when I was growing up. I used to collect like bottle caps, and I have a coin collection and baseball card collection and stuff. I like collecting things. And the drop chance for it is pretty low. But I also put this here so that the player could farm zombie flesh if they wanted to. So they have that handy. Of course, you do have to find it. Hey, guy. Oh, I think he's maybe down here. Yeah, he's down there. Let's put a block there. Sure, we'll put the white wool there. There is a hole, I think, in the city, which was not intentional. Where was it at? I remember seeing it. Right here? Yeah. And it won't drop you down into void entirely, but it's pretty close. Thank you, Mr. Skeleton. So we can make some decisions about what to buy, or we can hang on to our gold and try to save up for the water bucket. And I think I'm going to go for the water bucket just because it's going to be fun. And because I also want to see how it's like to play with some of the more basic items in the map. So let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and consolidate some things, see what I want to buy, and I will be right back with you guys. Alright, so I actually think I'm going to save my stuff, because there's definitely one helmet that I would like to buy for the water area that's coming up, and I'm not sure if we'll have enough for both a pair of pants and the helmet, so I'm going to try to save up a little bit, and we're going to head into we're going to bring you along too. I don't know what kind of harm that might do, but we'll see. We're going to head into the next area, which I think we've explored basically. Oh, this alleyway over here takes us to another area, and honestly, I kind of wanted the player to be able to take on any area in any order and have it be roughly the same difficulty. Again, I kind of strayed from that plan eventually, and the first area is definitely much easier than the last area. But I definitely wanted these two to be roughly the same so the player could choose, although I think the water area might be really, really challenging. In fact, I've never actually beaten it. I got kind of frustrated with the area. I didn't really go about making it how I should have been making it. But I'll probably talk about that more once we get to that dungeon. And do I have stuff here? Oh, I do. I have a lot more stuff here. Maybe I should go back and purchase some things. Or not. Whatever. Let's just go. So you guys can kind of see what this area is all about. Oops, I forgot to change that back. Can you not get to me? I guess not. Okay. When we got here, a group of us didn't think it was smart to try and rebuild right in the center of the rubble, beneath the crumbling mess above, especially seeing as how the others who are here seem to be familiar with the place. This group wanted to travel out further and into the ruins, and even though I wanted to go with them, I couldn't convince my sister to come with me, so I stayed. About 20 left, and none have been seen since. However, recently the children have started seeing what they call Shadowpeople, and when we asked them what they look like, they said that they look like us, but all black. Like shadows, hence the name. I'm sure it's just their imagination, playing tricks on them. This is a new and scary place, especially for children. Though part of me does wonder if it might be members of the other group. Maybe some of them survived, but are too scared to return. Alright, so that's basically giving a little bit of background on the Shadow Slums, which is the next area in the map. And I wanted this area, again, to be kind of medium to medium hard difficulty. Closer to medium, I guess, with the water area being closer to hard. Is kind of what I was going for, I think. Or maybe it was supposed to be the other way around. I'm not sure. You can see here that the spiders do make a return. Spiders from the previous area. Although there are new mobs as well, as you can see from the Shadowpeople. So this is a spawner, a phantom spawner, and it's a phantom spawner where the phantoms drop golden apples. I wanted there to be a real reward because I think phantoms are kind of a crappy mob. I don't know, they're often kind of buggy, I think. Like arrows bounce off of them, their behavior's weird and stuff. But they can also be really challenging and deadly. So I wanted there to be a reward for killing them. So I gave the golden apples, but somebody pointed out, it was Base Guy pointed out, it's far too easy to just farm. Because I don't know why I put the drop rate at 2. And I'm also kind of surprised I put the drop rate at 100%. But yeah, we can farm golden apples really easily there. And it might even be more than, it might be 3 apples that they drop. Alright, I don't know what happened with these guys. They're supposed to have a name tag that says decoy. Because otherwise the kind of gag here doesn't really work out. I think that one, yeah, that one actually falls. But they won't harm you, and in fact, all they do is give you invisibility. So I really wanted this area to kind of look scarier than it actually is, with the gravel and the void and all of that stuff. I can't remember if there's any other traps here. That was weird. But then this one up here is... Nope, there he goes. Okay, I was gonna say, I thought that was actually a trap. I love how we just trapped him. Ha! Ha! Mr. Creeper. I should have set something up so that if you either break the spawner or open the chest, this falls. But the charge ones are called not a decoy. So you have decoy and not a decoy. I know some of the humor is like... very much like in the dad joke territory, but hey, I'm a dad, so I get to tell the dad jokes, right? All right, we're almost out of bread here, although it is probably time to start moving on to steak, I think. And while void certainly does pose a threat throughout the map and in this area especially, I would say it's not a huge threat. If you fall in the main part of the city, I really don't want to be killing a lot of these guys because I don't want to abuse that golden apple thing. But if you fall in like the main part of the world, you're most likely just gonna end up in the rubble down below. You know. Oh, we could die here. Nope, they're not coming after me. Steak. This one is actually pretty good. I think we're going to use it for the speed buff. Although having a shield handy is also pretty helpful. More of you guys. You guys annoy me. In a good way. Gosh dang it. Oh, that is not... those are not blocks. Those are not blocks. Oh, I forgot what I was saying now. We really need to get over here and take out the silverfish spawner. And also, let's just eat an apple. We got plenty of them now, right? I don't want to get trapped in here. In fact, I built this specifically so that you would get trapped with the magma cube guys. I hear guys coming for us. Hi, Mr. Floaty magma cube dude. Alright, more steak, another anvil. Unbreaking shield. I hear things walking around. And it's kind of freaking me out. More booties for us. Thank you very much. Oh gosh, you scared me. I knew you were somewhere. Okay, don't blow up my dog. That's not very nice. Oh man, okay. I wonder... Oh, you know what? They can't see me. Yes, yes. And I did want the invisibility to be a part of this. Can we, I guess that's not actually a gravel trap. We need to get up here and take out this creeper spawner. Go off there, guy. Thank you. And thank you. Whew, okay. And... whoop. Oh, there's a bow guy hiding back here. I was really tempted to put punch on the archers. But I know, void area with punch bow archers is just, it's a little, you know, overdone, cliche, ridiculous, absurd. Characterize it however you would like. I'm really happy with how the natural spawns ended up working out for the map. I was worried that I was going to have these huge pockets of natural spawns, and while you can end up with a little bit of that, for the most part they seem to be pretty well spread out and well balanced, because there's a lot of just random spawning space for them, you know? But floating void islands, like, you usually have to expect there to be issues with natural spawns. Okay, let's go this way. First and foremost, and let's block that guy off. And block that guy off, because I know where everything is. Oops. He spawned on the outside. Okay, do I want to do this? Whoa. Okay. But there's actually one out here. That's the real one that you want to be afraid of. They have lower fuses, so I actually need to be really careful here. Alright, although I think they have a lower blast radius, so... Again, decoy, not a decoy. First time I tested this out, I went straight up, the creeper fell and died, and I was like, huh. And then I heard a footstep, and I turned around, and boom, blew up. So it worked perfectly. That's exactly what I was trying to do. Oh, man, it's always scary. Another piece of gold. And, hello there, puppy dog. And we're actually close to the end of the dungeon. Again, the dungeons in this map are not very long. Not very large, even though the world itself is kind of, sort of large, I think. And that is just a vanilla evoker for the most part, so these vexes are going to do a number to us. Oh, yep. Yes, indeed. Oh my gosh, they're so persistent. I left my shulker box behind, you guys. Get him, puppy dog, get him. Is he going back to his guy? I think so. I hear you, creepers. I hear you on the other side of the wall there. Sure, we like black concrete blocks, don't we? No. Bad Mr. Spider. Oh, man. Okay, hello. I don't know where you came from, but I do not like you. That guy drops diamonds, actually. He's the only source of diamonds in the map. So we could preserve his spawner if we wanted to, although you're not really intended to know that until after you kill him, and, you know, most likely after you've already destroyed the spawner, I guess. I think I'm going to shoot him off, which I'd rather not do, because the thing that he drops, I think, is actually pretty good. But, oh well. Oh well, I guess we can get another one if we really want to. No. You're taken care of. Let's make sure that you are well lit. I'll come back, Mr. Vex. Oh, yes, I gotcha. People say that fighting Vex is annoying, but I find it to be so fun. I always feel like, I know it's not quite the same, but like Luke Skywalker and where he's training and he has the lightsaber and there's that little droid shooting laser beams at him. Like, that's what I feel like, where I'm just like, wah, 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 wah. But they are kind of ridiculous. I certainly understand the criticisms and stuff. There is our objective. Mr. Puppy Dog, you're supposed to be scaring that skelly away. Oh gosh, I didn't know you were still going to be there. Considering that we're doing this with chainmail and leather, I think the map is probably a little easier than advertised. Especially with some of the overpowered items in the map. But I could be wrong about that. I have such a hard time gauging difficulty, you know? There's that. And that. Oh, put the blocks down, people. Put the blocks down. More blocks, please. Blocks. Nope. Get in there. Ooh, okay. Light gray wool has been retrieved. Pickaxe. Thank you. I think I'm still within range of this spawner, which is not what we want here. There we go. Run away from my puppy dog. Alright, and he's dead. And one more, he's kind of stuck on a block, isn't he? And that's what I mean when I say phantoms are kind of derpy, you know? Oh gosh, okay. I was not expecting you to spawn there. I just wanted to come over here and grab my little piece of gold is all. Thank you. Oh no, no, I'm sorry, puppy dog. Okay, you think we can make a run back for it? Well, we're trying. We are certainly trying. Oh gosh. I don't think I ever checked that chest, did I? I can't remember now. Oh, my shoes broke. Oh no, maybe I just never put them back on. Steak, blocks, arrows, yes, potions, love it. Take it all. I kind of forget what that guy's offhand is. I think it's like +4 health, +1 armor, maybe? Something like that. But we're just going to leave it there because I like this speed one. And if for whatever reason we need to, like, get some diamond armor or something, we can come back for it. But yeah, that is the Shadow Slums. Again, pretty basic, I think, for a dungeon. Pretty short. Not a lot special going on with it. Gravel traps. A couple custom mobs. One thing I like about this map, though, is that it's all very much kind of tied together, you know, in terms of the setting. And even though it has that kind of open world setting to it, it's still a very linear. I guess we have one branch. No, 2 branches, right? It's linear branching, technically. Alright, so next episode... sorry, guy. We'll be heading to the water area, which is in that direction. We have to go through these dark alleyways to get there, though. Anyways, you guys, that's going to be it from me for today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.